Let's talk about this Michael Irvin reaction to Brian Schotty being hired as the head coach here.
I knew something was coming down crazy like this. Man, I don't know Brian Schottenheimer. I don't know him well like that.
Right.
I don't know this man.
Damn!
But I do know this man.
Man.
And I do know about this, and I know about man. That's 3 things I told you.
All right.
And I'm going to break it down for you.
Break it down, Mike.
And I'm going to talk about it.
Give me my thing.
Here's my issue. We lost an opportunity here. I don't know what will happen with Coach Schottenheimer in the Dallas Cowboys, but Jerry's a shrewd businessman. And this opportunity, I'm shocked he did not see. I was pushing for Deion Sanders to be the next head coach.
We saw that.
And I still stand 10 toes down on that push.
Okay.
And I can't believe that we saw the mass, the understanding of all of this, Let me break this down. We have 2 NFC East teams in the NFC Championship game being played tomorrow.
Well, today now, man.
Championship game being played tomorrow.
Come on with it, Mike.
2 NFC East teams in the NFC Championship game being played tomorrow. Our eyes on them.
Right.
The Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Our enemies on all front. And they're holding a position that we haven't held in 30 fucking years.
Woo!
The longest drought by any NFC East team, any NFC team, period. 30 years. I did a little letter on Speak to Jerry Jones where
Okay.
I was delivering information in a bullshitting way, but I was not lying. You bring in someone that was already inside as the head coach. You lose things there
You do.
that you can't grab back that I'm worried about. And let me tell you about those things. First of all, we're losing ground on this NFC, right?
Right.
We know who's going to be in the NFC Championship game. We haven't been there in 30 years. Let me just break down what that means to people.
What it means.
When people say it, you say, oh hum, oh hum, oh hum. But no oh hum to that. That's 30 damn years.
Long time, man.
40 years is a generation.
Damn.
We got 30 years. Right here, right now is critical mass. It was time to bring somebody in here that could shake things up and grab this last leg of Cowboys Nation. If we got 30 years right now, life expectancy is 100 years. That means by math, a third of Cowboys Nation has never felt or lived the glory of a championship story. Don't even know about it. How the hell can they pass something on, down, or pass it down when they don't even know about it?
Wow. Man. Whew. That's a lot. There's a lot to digest there. 40 years is a generation. 30 years then already passed us by. Schotty got a 4-year contract. Unless he do something within these next 4 years, man, we talking about a 34-year drought. Now, Michael Irvin wants to shake the room up by bringing in Prime, and Prime is a culture changer. And it will be something going against the grain of what the Cowboys used to do as it relates to this coaching hire, right? So this is the Cowboys' 10th coach, Schotty, and a lot of the fan base is pretty much they're in the middle, man. Not everybody is overly excited, and there's a lot of people overly frustrated, right? And Ooh, it's going to be a challenge. I'm in the middle. I'm not going to be overly excited nor overly pessimistic about it. But if you look at the calling card as far as the trend and the pattern, we could be facing the same exact things that we've been facing for the last 30 years. Wee.
Hell, can they pass something on down or pass it down when they don't even know about it? In 10 years, that would have been a generation that knows nothing about a championship from the so-called America's team. And worse yet, that generation has seen total domination from a team named the Kansas City Chiefs, who in that span is running up on winning 3 in a row.
Wow.
3 in a row. So not only are you losing football games over here and opportunities over here, even divisions over here, you're about to get our moniker snatched off our backs.
Man.
Give me that.
Give me that. Hey,
Kansas City over here with Miss All-America Taylor Swift. I'm a fan. Don't come at me about that. And Miss All-American Caitlin Clark, and I'm certainly a fan of her, so don't come after me about that. All that All-American in winning. This is what this generation knows.
Man. Woo! Jeez. All right, so there's been 2 major dynasties since 1995. Major dynasties will be in the category of the New England Patriots, and now we're seeing the Kansas City Chiefs. They are your 2 major dynasties. The smaller dynasties would be lumped in like the Ravens, them being able to win multiple championships within that span. And you can talk about the fact that you can look at the smaller dynasties that was able to do things like the Giants. They were able to have a good run with Eli with 2 rings. And you got to add in the Steelers with 2 rings within the last 30 years, right? You got to add those smaller dynasties, and then you can add in the teams that have been making movements. And you can probably say the Colts to a degree. When Peyton Manning was here, people remember those things. But everything is slipping away. As far as the other teams that's in the mix, like the Broncos, when John Elway were able to win back-to-back Super Bowls, and then you can throw in the fact that Peyton Manning was able to squeeze out one with the Broncos. And to a degree, teams that's been successful in winning but haven't really won Super Bowls. You can throw in the Eagles to a degree. But when we look at the complete picture of the Cowboys in the last 30 years with 4 playoff wins collectively, we've been stretching out the 90s across all of the other teams' success, right? And we're still relevant to that point. But unfortunately, when it gets to the postseason, we disappear. We disappear. We can't get over the hump, and the direction points at the higher-ups on the Cowboys front office. That's Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and who they hire as their coach, and they continue to meddle. And what Michael Irvin is saying is basically, hey, it's time out for all of this.
You understand, man? Do you understand what we did? You go and hire Brian Schottenheimer. I know he's been in the league for forever.
Ever.
But I also know he's been playing basketball in the NFL. He's been NBA in the NFL. I call it bouncing his ass around to about 15 other teams. I ain't saying he ain't a good coach in this position. I don't know. I'm going to give him an opportunity because I have to. Because I'm certainly not snatching the star off my heart. I can't do that.
Nah, don't do that. We ain't doing
There ain't
that.
nothing personal against him. It's what we needed.
Yeah.
It's what we needed. I know what we needed.
Yeah.
Brian Schottenheimer, I don't know this man, but I do know man. And I know man. I know when you are within an organization and you get promoted within that organization. And I know that the Dallas Cowboys right now, they don't have curfew.
What?
And you get promoted within that organization. And I know that the Dallas Cowboys right now, they don't have curfew. So let me give you that. They don't have curfew. They don't have discipline. We were fourth in penalties this year. So how do you fix that? You go and be more disciplined? Or be more of a disciplinarian? How do you do that when you're coming from inside?
Wow.
Because when you start saying, hey, you jump off sides now, we're going to fine you. You jump off sides, we're going to penalize you. Jump off sides, you're going to have to go do some running. And everybody going to say, oh, man, you're going to start acting like an asshole after we got you the job? That's what you're going to do. If you say, okay, we haven't been meeting at night. We leave Saturday afternoon at 1:30, people.
Wow.
For a 3 p.m. Sunday game. I'll see you at the game on 3 p.m. Sunday. Do y'all understand? Everybody else, they show up at a hotel Saturday night at 6 p.m. This is what we did. We have dinner till about 7:30. Then we're going to go have meetings and watch film till about 9. We'll get us a snack. About 9:30, we're going to go in the room, play cards, hang out for a minute. The whole damn while we're talking game plan and what we must do. It's a promise made, one man to another. I will get my damn job done today. That's how you win championships.
Yeah.
And you make the promise over and over to each other.
Come on with it.
You make it when you're with each other. And
make me want to play.
These times together, when the fuck you gonna make these promises?
Come on with it.
You talk all off season about money. You don't talk about winning. And then when it's time to be talking football, you got everybody home, sitting at home. Now Brian's going to come in. What is he going to say? We're going to start showing up at the hotel. We're going to have curfew. They're going to say it again. Oh, man, what you doing, dog? Oh, okay, nigga, you going to change like this on us? Is how you going to change? Oh, we got you the job. That's what they're going to say. And now you're risking losing the whole locker room.
God.
I hope I'm wrong. But I'm telling you, I know man. And I do know this. I know how to win championships.
Oh, you ain't lying.
I got hardware everywhere.
My goodness, man, Michael Irvin. And I think he said this a while back, and I don't know if I got the full audio, but let me see if I can find it.
There's a difference between the contenders and champions. Contenders hope to contend. Champions will always contend. I mean, it will always be a game. And if you're going to beat them, you got to play the whole damn game. It's going to go down to the rope, down to the wire, and you got to snatch a victory out of them because they're not giving you a victory. The champions.
Wow.
They're used to winning. Saints 44, Cowboys 19 was an ass whooping. And I can't help but in my own head saying, there's the difference right there. See, the Cowboys can have talent, but I don't know that they know how to press a situation. The Chiefs have talent, and they press the situation. They meet and beat every challenge that comes up in this stadium.
Man. Boy, spit nothing but the truth, man.
Saints 44, first time they punted the ball till or not the night before.
Here it is.
What? I'm African American. 15 to 17 kids to the hotel. At 5 o'clock, we're going to meet at 6.
Hold on.
First time they punted the ball was 9 minutes to go in the game.
That
was the first punt of the game. So, yeah, that was a horrific performance.
Let me see if I can put this up there because we need to hear the whole truth. And it's about a 4-minute marker. We're going to get the whole truth on this one. Hold on.
By Dallas. And I'm going to lay something on this because I heard something. And I'm going to tell you something. It pissed me the hell off when I heard it.
Listen to this.
And I don't know it for fact, but the source I got it from is it's an inside source. And he told me, I said, man, he said, Michael, I don't know, man. These guys, I don't know how focused they are. I said, well, what did they go over at the night before the game at the hotel? What are their thoughts? He said, man, a lot of these guys don't even they're not
The truth.
forced to come to the hotel.
The truth.
It's a choice to come to the hotel. Let me give you guys some understanding. Night before a game, a team, even a home game, if we're playing in Dallas, you're playing Dallas, you got to leave your house. You come to the hotel. At 5 o'clock, we're going to meet at 6, we're going to eat dinner at 7, then we're going to be back at meetings at 8, and then you'll go back to the room about 9:30, 10 o'clock, and hey, they checking, lights out, take your ass to sleep. At 11 o'clock, lights out, let's go to sleep.
Let's go to sleep.
We're going to wake up at 8, we want you well rested, we're going to feed you a breakfast, we're going to go over another meetings,
Right.
and then we're going to the stadium on a bus all together. Now I'm hearing that this is not a force. They're not forced to come to a hotel. They can choose to come to a hotel. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? You're going to give 22, 23, 24, 25-year-old men an opportunity to come and go as they please on the night before a game? I hope that's not the case.
And it was the case. That's why he brought it back up, and that's why I went to go look for it and retrieve it for you guys. Here's the thing. Can Shotty change that? We don't know. We definitely don't know. Cowboys, Michael Irvin spit the unbelievable truth, and we had to go pull back the receipts so that you guys can see that. The Cowboys, I'm not saying that Shotty won't have a chance at this. I'm going to give the man a chance. But in reality, that chance got 30 years behind it of evidence that the Cowboys don't have the ability to get things done in the postseason. But before we get to the postseason, don't have the ability to get things done in the free agency to build a team together. Post me your thoughts, post me your concerns down below. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Go Cowboys.